if I'm being honest, by I Don't Know Man on AO3. Episode 18, Chapter 5. Oh my good Christian Twitter. Midoriya collapsed against the hallway wall, curling up into a cocoon of despair. Kachan. Midoriya covered his eyes with his forearm. Kachan is making out right now. Or having sex. Todoroki supplied, unhelpfully, and Midoriya groaned from under his arm. Sorry. The boy looked dead inside. Todoroki found himself sympathizing. It must be weird, putting it lightly, to hear your childhood bully sucking face only a few meters away from you. At least he's with Kirishima, Todoroki offered, taking a jab at cheering the boy up. If you'd ask me, he's a great influence on Bakugou. His attitude, not in a kinky way. Midoriya removed his forearm from his face to fix Todoroki with a lifeless stare. Todoroki took that as his cue to shut up. I heard Kachan moan! Midoriya sunk further into himself. Oh my god, I heard Kachan moan. More than once, Todoroki noted, at a complete loss. I'm sorry. What the hell should he do? One moment, he had been this close to kissing Midoriya, and the next, the boy was curled up like a traumatized roly-poly. As the memory looped in his head, Todoroki bristled. He should be the one making out right now, not goddamn Bakugou. And Midoriya should be the one moaning and shedding clothing and looking up at Todoroki with those big green eyes as Todoroki leaned forward and kissed the shit out of that boy. Fuck. He suddenly needed a shower again. And for dejectedly different reasons. Midoriya sighed and stood up listlessly. Well, it's not like I can go back to my room for a bit, unless I want to have my childhood crumble before my eyes again. Technically, we didn't see anything, Todoroki said. Midoriya glared again, and this time there was more bite to it. Todoroki counted it as progress. Geez, someone sure is mouthing off tonight. Todoroki grinned slightly, and before he could stop himself, is it Bakugou? 3 seconds passed. 4. Silent. Regret swamped Todoroki. Had he taken the joke too far? Midoriya had been pretty clearly upset about the incident, and Midoriya burst out laughing, his breaths coming out in gasps. What? Shouto! That doesn't even make sense. Mouthing on what? Kirishima? Midoriya grabbed his stomach, throwing his head back against the wall as tears began dabbling in his eyes. A snort escaping Midoriya. Heavens, did Todoroki want to kiss him? Yes, probably Kirishima. Todoroki forced his head into a lower gear. If you want to hang out with my room until the, storm passes, so to speak. If you want to avoid anything potentially scarring you. Midoriya straightened, wiping his eyes. I'll take you up on that. I think my childhood has taken enough critical hits, as is. Make yourself at home, Todoroki said, as Midoriya took him on that offer and collapsed onto his bed. The image did funny things to Todoroki's stomach, and he swallowed thickly. I'm gonna wash my face. Midoriya nodded as Todoroki shut the bathroom door behind him. Safely retreated, Todoroki forced himself to breathe evenly as he turned to the sink. He dragged soapy hands down his face, rubbing his temples, with more vigor than necessary. This was not a good idea. Todoroki consulted his reflection, a bead of water running along his busted jaw. Hell, it hadn't even been 5 minutes, but the sight of the boy was already surrounding Todoroki, smothering him. From his strawberry scent to his quiet humming to the Midoriya-sized crater forming on Todoroki's bed. The door creaked open. Sorry, I just think there's something in my eye. Midoriya joined him at the sink, pulling at his bottom lid. Todoroki backed away, carefully, and toweled off his face. Composure. Remained composed. Midoriya let out a small sound of triumph, blinking rapidly. Thank God. He paused. Oh, hey, this is the mirror of yours that I've heard so much about. Midoriya smiled. I trust it does its job well? If by well you mean revealing my terrible bedhead every morning, then yes. But bedhead? Midoriya flattened, his eyes unfocused. That's... wow, that's funny. Todoroki simply shrugged and leaned back against the bathroom wall. Midoriya blinked and straightened. Uh, just because your hair normally looks so well put together. Mine is hopeless. No matter what I try, it always looks like I just woke up from one of my bi-weekly hospital naps. Don't exaggerate. You were only hospitalized once last month. Todoroki deadpanned. And you shouldn't worry about your hair. At least it isn't candy cane themed. But people like candy canes. There are much worse things than candy canes. For example, bird's nest. Midoriya pulled out his bangs. I happen to like bird's nests. Midoriya's cheeks brightened, and he promptly broke their eye contact. Todoroki followed his gaze. His bathroom floor grout that had never enjoyed such intense scrutiny. Suddenly, Midoriya groaned and whipped around to face Todoroki. When you say things like that you like bird's nest, or that you're interested in your classmates, why? His cheeks burned brighter. Why do you say them? That was an odd question. Todoroki shrugged again. Because they're true? Midoriya chewed on his lip. And that's all? Todoroki's brow knitted in mild confusion. Yes. Then more softly. I'm almost genuine when I'm around you, Izuku. Ah, I see. Midoriya's voice, strangely, had gained a slight wobble, his eyes darting back towards the grout. Well, I think it may be best if I leave now. Todoroki's brows furrowed deeper. Had he fucked something up? Upon another glance, the line between Midoriya's brows was remarkably unstable. So yes, Todoroki had fucked something up. Typical. He didn't want Midoriya to leave like this, all sad and gloomy and dejectedly not Midoriya-esque. You should stay. Huh? Midoriya's head whipped back up. One of these days, he's gonna develop neck problems. Why? Besides the fact that we want to avoid the second erosion of your childhood, Todoroki took a deep breath. Want you to stay. Oh. Midoriya breathed. Then, alright. Ah, that was more like it. With the 1,000-watt smile fully operational once more. That smile that made Todoroki do stupid, stupid things. Like say, you might as well sleep over if you want. 1,000 watts quickly became 10,000, and Todoroki swore he nearly tasted Midoriya's excitement in the air. I've always wanted to have a one-on-one sleepover. He was babbling. I had some with Kachan when we were kids, but now that Kirishima ruined that period of my life forever, I need to make some new memories. Overwhelmed, Todoroki fell back to his customary nod. He had made a terrible mistake and he knew it. A goddamn sleepover, while presumably still under the truth quirk? Some A+ strategy reel. Oh well, the only course of action now is to avoid other mistakes at all costs. Ah, crap. Midoriya looked down at himself. I don't have any clothes to sleep in. You could use some of mine, Todoroki said, making another mistake. Awesome, thanks. Midoriya gave what might have been the cutest thumbs up of all time, and Todoroki realized that it was high time for a timeout. I'm gonna take a shower, he declared, firmly getting Midoriya out of the bathroom. Wait, but haven't you already taken one today? Yes. The bathroom door clicked shut. Feel free to wear anything you find. Alright, before we go on to my notes, I will say that although the other two... Okay, so the present is already in tow. You've already received one, and technically this would be two, but it's not two, because this one's different, because this one... There's a reason why this one was not able to meet the requirements. The next chapter is called 17th Annual Polar Bear Plunge? What? Okay. And it's chapter 6, and it's the last chapter, and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure next chapter, or next episode is going to be the last episode, because I'm going to be able to work this off in one go. Yeah, I'm going to be able to do that one in one go, right? So tomorrow, back to the regular scheduled gift that I'm going to give you guys. But for now, unfortunately, it can't be the gift. So, yeah, my bad. I should have planned this a little more strategically but I didn't think that far ahead. So, that's my bad. Also, because I genuinely, literally just a couple days, not days, I think a week ago, thought up of the present. And by that time, the time to actually fix shit was already gone. So, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep. Oh, wait, no, my notes. It's not. They're gonna confess at the end. I thought they were gonna confess here. It should have been a confession. They're doing the will they, won't they, and I want to suffocate them. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.